I just thought it was just another wanky thing.
No.
It's like nature's mother's
Let
milk.
me read it.
Is it?
Yeah. You think
Look,
about
no cholesterol, no preservatives, no fat, and it's gluten-free.
'Cause it's
Funny that.
water. It's just water.
Can I?
When people go,
Oh, it's gluten-free.
G'day viewers, today's a very special day where I set up 3 microphones in this podcast studio and we recorded with the lovely, the funny, the talented, the most amazing and confident in a great way, Ellen Briggs. Together with another hilarious champion, Cindy Jensen from Buskers by the Creek Festival, who got us together and we all did a gig last weekend out there at the good old Currumbin Creek Tavern, eh? So sit back, relax, and listen to this. Ow! Oh, Ellen Briggs, Cindy. Oh,
here we are.
look at you spunks. Ellen Briggs, Cindy Jensen.
Hey, Drew.
Hello.
What are you doing?
We were just talking about the coconut water that you kindly brought us in this morning.
Coconut water, ginger nectar,
So-
and a cup of tea.
Are you telling me
I know, right?
Are you telling me you've never shaken a coconut down from a tree and smashed it open? Oh, it's
I
the
haven't lived.
well, yeah, it's a good. Well, honestly, it's a good thing to do when you go on holidays. You know, there's all the tourist bullshit, but then you make sure one day you walk up the beach with your husband or whatever and the kids and shake a tree down, smash on a rock. It takes like 2 or 3 hours just to finally get to a coconut, and you drink the water and it just tastes so
Where do
good.
you holiday?
Sounds
And then you
great,
eat the
Drew.
coconut.
2 or 3 hours
Where do
back,
you holiday?
Coconut on a rock and rock on.
No, honestly, that's all I do.
There's
That's a
no
holiday.
coconut trees on the Gold Coast along the beach.
There is. You know, Snapper Rocks,
Oh.
where they had the Quicksilver Pro, right? That is paradise. You know, where they have the right there at Snapper.
Yeah, right.
There's a coconut tree. There's a palm tree because of our temperature, our climate.
Yeah.
This
grow
just
coconuts.
it was Snapper Rocks. Like it was actually the Quickie Pro. Everyone was in town, and here we were. And I was just thinking, damn, this sand is so nice. For some reason, it's like Byron Bay. It's almost the most eastern point of Australia.
Yeah.
Okay, I found myself going, something about this sand that's even better than Surfers Paradise. And I look up at the tree. This is where you have a shower. There were 3 coconuts. I'm going, this is paradise.
Did you shake them down?
It's paradise.
If only everyone
no, it was
could
too many
see your
people. There's too many people.
If
I'm gonna shut
only
that door.
everyone could see your actions.
Yeah.
You know, he's
He's
right into that.
into this coconut shaking shit.
Can I just say, I have told so many people about we had to get rid of the kids, right?
Yeah.
I'm just talking about Saturday
Yeah,
night,
yeah.
Drew. And I'm like, yeah, kids can't be in there. Holy, we got to get rid of the kids. And you came up to me and I've told this story, I reckon, a million times, let me tell you. And you've come up to me, it's all sorted, Cindy. I've sorted it. And I'm like, great. What did you do? And you said, do you remember?
I think
it was
so.
so funny. You've turned around and you've gone, well, I just whispered to the father, I am going to really fuck your kids up if they stay here and listen to my comedy show. And that's quite frankly your job.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I remember saying
It's
something like that.
so
I don't want to be
funny.
the one to fuck up your kids. I want to leave that
Yeah,
for you.
there you go. You say it so much better.
Because they were like, oh, yeah. They, whoever the restaurant guy,
Yeah.
Rod?
Rick.
Oh, yeah, Rick said it was fine. And I go, Rick hasn't seen me.
You couldn't have kids in there.
No.
Seriously.
No, why would
Kids
you
would be
want
going,
them
what
there anyway?
what's doggy style, Dad?
Well, I heard this one that Chris Rock said that his grandma or everyone in his family were like, no swearing. But then he went to his grandma's house and his grandma was playing comedy that had swearing in it. And he was like, oh, my God, what do I do? And she's like, it's all right when it's comedy.
Really?
And now that I've got a
No.
5-year-old boy, like I haven't sworn. I've got a 22-year-old daughter. She's never heard me swear.
Yeah, I don't swear in front of my kids either.
Yeah.
You just call them
Or maybe
fuckwits.
a bit of shit every now and then, but no, I never say fuck in front of them.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. It's not needed.
No.
But when it comes
I'm a
to
lady.
comedy, I'm going to listen. I'll remember that one for the rest of my
Yeah.
life. If it's funny,
Comedy
if
or
you're old
rap.
enough.
You know,
Yeah.
Rap.
Yeah, you reckon?
well, if you want to listen to Eminem,
Yeah.
my kids were little, they were right into that sort of stuff.
How old are your kids?
They're nearly 15, twins.
Mm.
Oh,
Nearly 15.
twins.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have they seen your set yet?
No, they've seen the stuff that's online. And actually, one of them, when they got to high school, one of them, because there's the thing on there where I do say, you know, one of my kids is a fuckwit, and some kid goes to him, oh, your mum calls you a fuckwit on the internet, and he goes, and my kid, how good is this? He goes, yeah, well, at least my mum gets paid for it.
Yeah.
I'm like, you are awesome.
Love it.
Yeah,
right?
they don't care. They don't care, you know, like they're so, I actually, as they're getting older, I have been asking them a few times, are you cool with me doing this job? You know, like I would hate for them to be embarrassed or getting hammered at school or something, you know, and they just go, yeah. I just think if it's what they're used to, it's what you've grown up with.
Yeah.
You know, their dad does a weird job too and they don't think it's weird. They just go,
What
yeah,
does he
whatever.
do?
Yeah, I want to ask.
He's a mechanic
ask.
in a racing team.
No.
Really?
What team?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, can I ask?
Motorbike racing team, Yamaha.
Really?
Yeah, yeah,
Does he go to Japan for that reason? I remember in your show.
Yes.
Yeah?
yes.
Dead set. I
Yeah.
go to Japan every year. I'm going
Do
there.
you?
Yeah, my
Do
wife's
you- like,
Japanese.
Oh, right. Wow.
As soon as you said
Japan.
that, I was like, why?
Yeah, I love Japan. We went there. He's been trying to get me there for, 23 years. And we went last year and I just loved it.
Wow.
Yeah,
I've
really
not
loved
been
it.
either.
Oh, it's great.
I've got to ask because I love stuff like that.
Yeah.
What part of the team is he in?
He's a mechanic.
Mechanic. So,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he worked away in the mine.
Damn.
Whatever gave me
No.
that idea?
Just because he's away, probably.
Yeah,
That's what
right.
most people do when they're away.
Can I ask what team he's in?
He's
Can I
with-
creep you out with nerd info?
Yeah.
Should I leave
This
the
is
room now and
no.
come back in about 10 minutes?
Do you know what? This is good
Look at
because
him.
this is what
He's
happens.
like a kid in a candy store.
I am.
This is what happens most of the time when people find out what my husband does, and then they don't want to talk about me anymore because he's much more interesting. He works for Yamaha
Wow.
in the MotoGPs.
Unreal.
Yeah.
What a success. That's great. You're a success. Well, you know what? I've been telling everyone I know about how I was spinning out about you, right? So I'm like, I'm in a cheeseball
nice,
cover band
Yeah,
on the
he's not
side,
mine
right?
either.
And that's my second
Great cover
job.
band.
You didn't see it.
No, but I've
You left.
Googled
You broke my heart.
I've Googled you.
Yeah,
I had
I'll
to
believe
go. I
you.
was coughing
Let's just
up a
pretend
lung.
you did. Yeah, I
Ellen
know.
was really
No, but check
sick,
this out, right?
seriously.
So I show up with 4 other musicians
Yeah.
to go to a gig, just like you. You're going to gigs, right?
Yeah.
So you're going. Where's this place? But you've got a sort of little team with you.
Yeah.
You show up and you load in at this time. And everything's the same, right?
Yeah.
But you arrived alone.
Yeah.
Before the show, it was kind of, even for me, awkward for me to talk to you because I'd sussed you out on YouTube. I was sort of intimidated.
stalked you.
And I could tell in the room.
Weeks and weeks.
Yeah. You actually look like my first girlfriend. Yeah.
She
I got a
must
bit of
have
a
been
crush.
hot.
I'll tell you what. She was the one. Anyway, I'll tell you another story
I
later.
was hot once too.
No, hey. You're all right. Hey.
Hey,
Look,
I used
now
to be
she's
able.
taking her jacket off.
I
and
used to-
get
yeah.
out of this room.
I used to walk past building sites, right, and get a fair bit of attention. Like, the wolf whistle would get a fair bit of gusto behind it, right? Not long ago. No shit, this is true. I walked past a building site and I happened to sneeze as I walked past, and this is what I heard. Bless you, ma'am.
Oh, no.
Freaking bless you, ma'am. I just went, well, there's my day.
I'm
it's
not
over.
a ma'am.
And then
Like
had to
that.
go home and change my pants. Well,
Whereas
that's
I go,
the
no,
life of a comedian. You rock up and you're on your own.
Well, even more. Then you did your set. Everyone laughed their asses off. And then you went straight from the stage to the water and you had a
Yeah.
drink. And I was getting up, going, I've got to tell you this bullshit story, but getting up and going to the bar. And I went, that was great. That was unreal. But I was intimidated internally.
Were you?
Yeah. And then I went to the bar and I'm ordering my drinks and I look over and no one's talking to you.
No one ever does.
It's intimidation.
And do you know
what are you
that
what are you
does?
going to say to you?
Well, do you know what that does? Oh, no, but someone did say something to me. Remember I told you, Cindy?
Oh, yes.
So get this. No, hang on. First, let me tell you that nobody does talk to you. A lot of the time, nobody does talk to you after a gig.
I
And
apologise
so then
about
what
that
happens?
profusely.
No, then what happens
No, it's a-
is in your mind, in your messed up comedian mind, you go, oh, I really sucked. No one wants to talk to me. Like they're avoiding me. They don't want to come over because they don't want to be rude and go, I didn't really enjoy that. That's what you
Everyone in
think.
that room.
That's what you think, right? I don't think that they're intimidated. I just think they go,
Nah,
Don't
I
want to
reckon
talk to her.
I could see it. It was pure intimidation. It was me. I questioned myself, what am I going to say to this lady? Like, what can I say now?
Well, people say if they do talk, they try to be funny and tell
which-
you a joke. Hey, I've got a joke you can use. You can have this one, and then they
And you
tell
go,
you some
"Oh."
lame ass joke, you know,
Yeah.
and you go, "Thanks. How about you try that?
Well, I even
How about you
found
get on
myself.
stage and try that?"
I like, you know,
Yeah.
I like to just to be as funny as I can in normal people, right? But I found myself, as these words are coming out of my mouth going, don't go for jokes, Drew. Like,
That's
don't
really cute,
think
Drew.
that she'll be thinking that I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying?
Be
I
funny.
honestly, I sort of worked it out. And then here's the funny thing. Then you got in your car and you drove home. And I went, wow, imagine, okay, Cindy, imagine doing that. Okay, see you, Dave. I'm just getting in the car. I'm going to drive over to a
Yeah.
pub I've never been to and make 100 people laugh. And no one's going to talk to me 10 minutes after by nature, and then get in the car and go home and be back with, it was
Yeah.
just the most bizarre and awesome
That's
thing.
my life.
Crazy.
Yeah.
You got a lot of shows coming. I looked at your
Yeah.
thing this morning, actually.
I have to
really
update
are
it. I've got it.
stalking.
You look exactly like Simone, my first girlfriend.
Really?
You do.
Really?
Yeah.
Exactly
you're
like
cute.
her. Wonder what she looks like
Now-
now.
now I'm gonna
How
creep
old was
you
she?
out.
How old was she when you were with her? Like young.
Oh, yeah. She was 14. I was 6.
Have you
15.
seen her lately? I wonder if she's aged well.
She's put on,
Gonna
she's
say
had a
that's
few
real
sandwiches.
compliment to you if you look exactly like she did
15-year-old.
many years ago.
I think you're doing better.
Oh, you should have seen me
I
when I,
saw
was
her. She's
15,
like this
Drew.
wide.
Hey?
Yeah.
Hey?
Yeah. I could imagine. Well, I could imagine. I could imagine.
Yeah. Yeah.
If I shut my eyes, I'm in.
Well, don't you think it's even
can
more?
I tell you something
Can I
funny?
just say, not even driving home? It's then receiving the phone call. Hey, Ellen, would you like to come and do a podcast? Rock up in an industrial area out the back of Currumbin to, you know, some shady backyard, you know, shed.
Yeah.
Isn't that even more intimidating?
Yeah, it
For
is.
who?
actually.
For me? I don't even think about things I do. You guys are
Clearly
making me
not.
feel scared now. Maybe I should be a little more aware of my personal safety.
Well, not that I would consider you like a mother. You know, not that I would consider that. But it made me think, if my mum... don't get me wrong, I don't think you're an older person.
and that's what I was saying about my
Imagine
kids.
that.
It's just a normal thing.
Yeah, you're going to do your gig.
Yeah.
But your gig is so alone. You're going alone.
And it's interesting, but you know, I've had a lot of conversations about this, that we spend so much time alone, comedians,
Yeah.
because you're driving to a gig on your own. You know, I work in Brisbane a lot, so I drive, 2 hours there, do half an hour, 40 minutes, see ya, drive home, 2 hours. You know, so you spend a lot of time alone, and it can do your head in a bit. You know, like you become a little bit sort of antisocial. And really, if you think about it, being a stand-up comedian, a lot of the time you're just talking at people.
Yeah.
You know, you try and engage them, but you don't want, you know, a lot of comedians get up there and it's full engagement, you know, like they want the crowd to be talking back to them. Whereas I'll talk to them, it's fine, but I'm much more of a storyteller and I just want to entertain. So you're really alone when you're on stage too,
Yeah.
you know, because you're just talking at people, really. I mean, you're trying to have a connection with them if you can, but so it's a real solitary life, and I can see how a lot of comedians, there's that, you know, tears of a clown thing. A lot of comedians are a bit sad, you know.
Yeah, because
We don't have any mates.
you're an entertainer. Like I'm almost like that a bit. Get me in front of someone. I have this natural thing to put on the show, like you know.
Yeah.
And
No, you don't,
just leave
Drew.
as fast as I can. Leave as fast as I can and go. Oh man, I'm so tired. Like
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know. So
Ellen, Drew wants to go to a, what do they call them?
strip club. Oh, shut up, Drew. What?
You know, stand-up comic. What are they called?
Mm.
Open mic.
Open mic night, right?
Open mic night.
Him and I
yeah.
are going to go
Just-
to an open mic.
well-
Yeah,
night.
great.
How many times have you heard
Well,
people say that?
I MC a few up here on the Gold Coast.
Where?
Yeah.
So come and see. Well, I do
Dog and Parrot?
Yeah, Dog and Parrot. I
Oh,
think
we
I
have to
do
go.
that
That's
the
one.
one.
I think I do that one in 2 weeks.
Oh, let's go,
okay,
Drew.
let's go.
It's a sign.
Yeah, and there's a new one at
And mess up
Southport.
Ellen's night.
No, come and hop up on stage. Do a little
Everything
bit.
went well until Cindy and Drew got up. How many minutes do you do
Oh, shit,
as
here they
an open
come.
micer? Like,
Up
do you
to
know?
5.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually, what I was saying after this, I'm going over to Benora Point, this has been great. I've really loved this. There's a program through Northern